Take out this big old door. It's leaking. Leaking bad. Floor's all rotted out under it right here. Get rid of that. Then we're going to change out this door here. Rusting really bad. Leaking and rusting really bad. Take that bad boy out of there too. Yeah, shake that thing. Look at that. Holy smoke. Yeah, she was in a rough shape. And the new door. Everywhere where there was a door, Paul, you know, there was a door here and both sides rotted bad.
Yeah. Right.
Oh yeah, it's bad, that's all. Oh, where you going? Don't fall. Yes, sir. Wow.
That's the curse right there.
Wow. Yep. Well, good. At least the plywood's good back there. Look, that's a break in the plywood. It's been replaced before.
Yeah.
That piece of plywood's been replaced before. Yeah. Wow. So, this ain't the first door that's been in here. Right? So it looks like the main.
First repair on this door. They take that door out and put it back in.
The same door, you think?
Yeah, correct.
So I can see where the plywood ends right there, and it shouldn't have that big gap unless they had cut it out.
That's why this used to go all the way.
Yep, that used to go all the way. That's right, exactly what they said. I said, well, this is how we'll fix it. Yep. We'll cut the floor back, put some plywood in here, and we'll put some tiles down. And that's what they did. Easy on that damn hardwood. I want to tear it out. Looks like 5/8 hardwood. Not 3/4, is it? Repair it. That's exactly what they did.
They didn't take the door out.
They didn't take the door out.
And the door was the main problem.
And the door was still leaking, so it just ended up rotting their stuff and that. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So what they did was, instead of fixing the floor the way they should have, replaced all the plywood, they left the door in, they added a piece of 1/4 inch plywood on the inside, cut out the hardwood floor, and butted it up against the door and put tile on it to cover it up. So they just hid the problem. We're not hiding it now. No way of hiding this. It's got to go. You never know what you're going to run into when you start tearing into something. Start tearing into it. Find out what some other dummy did to fix something. We're not going to do it like that. We're going to take out all the plywood down to where it needs to be. Good possibility that we add another piece of 1/4 inch here so that we can get our floor level up to our tile, or actually we won't do that. They did use plywood. We're going to put backer board in there. It should be underneath the tile. They just put plywood, Paul. That's crazy. Alright, finally got that other piece of 1/4 inch out, which had about 1,000,001 nails in it. Whew, about every 3 inches. And find the real damage. Pretty bad right here. Pretty bad right here. Yeah. This is in very bad need of a while ago. Let me put something out here. This whole outside, we have to take apart the top of this Jacob's ladder. It's just way too bad out here. Got to get rid of some of that plywood that's out there that's rotting all the way down to the deck. We're going to fill that in with another piece after we get our framing put back together. So we're going to drop that metal down the back side there, drop it down to the deck, so we can get a piece, frame it in real good, get our plywood cut out of there. We don't want re-plywood. Just thinking mess, but that's what we do. Fix messes. Alright. Alright, we cut that outside top plate off of that one floor truss. And we'll replace it with a new one. Added a few 2x4s up and down in there. Screwing it down some good 3 inches. We're going to put our plywood in here every 4 feet. T&G across there. We're going to add a 2x4 here on this side, and we're going to add a 2x4 on that side. We'll be done. Nice and solid. Good framing. That's so that at the joint right there, when you put a new piece of plywood, you don't want it to be weak on that 2-foot span right there. So you got to put some blocking or framing in there. Screw it down here, to make that solid. Nails aren't going to hold it that good. You're going to beat on it, it's going to drop down, beat on it some more, it's going to pull up a little bit, and never be really tight. So screws is the way to go. Agree with that, Paul? Screws?
Oh, yeah.
Screws. Well, this door that we're putting in is a couple inches shorter than the other one, so we're having to shrink it down a little bit too. Put a piece of, I'm going to have to cut a little bit off of that. A piece of plywood and a 2x4. Diane. Whew, here we go.
I like this one too.
I like them too. Yeah. Alright, we're pulling out for the day. I'm going to bring some insulation back. Tomorrow we'll finish the door, finish the siding on the outside, finish our sheetrock on the inside. Be looking pretty good through here. Floor is finished. We're going to put some Durock in the bottom here, get ready for tile. Pick some of that out too. If you're going to have vinyl siding on your house, you absolutely want to peel and seal around the door before it's installed. We're going to run some more felt paper on this thing all the way to the top. We're going to peel that back so we can put the felt behind it, like that side. That way you put your door up. It's got the brick molding on it. Your brick molding comes out to here, and then you have a piece of J-channel that goes here, and then your siding slides into the J-channel. So you don't want to have water coming, if it does get in, to come in here and go off of this by any chance and get behind to the plywood. You want it to come off in here and hit with the tie back, because you don't want no water getting back to the, any water I should say, getting back to the plywood. And that's the purpose of all that. Alright, so now, and only now, do you have a solid door to where it's not going to leak. If water penetrates anywhere around this J-channel that we're getting ready to put up. Now J-channel is this. This is J-channel. So you got your molding, which is here, your J-channel on the outside of that, and your siding just goes into that. So any water that gets back there behind that crack right there would be a potential leak. And so that's the purpose of this. Keep that from happening. What the hell are you painting that for?
Got to.
Why?
It's on the bottom.
Oh.
It's exposed.
Reckon it was soap water?
Yep.
Can't have that. Painted both of them. Has to keep water from absorbing up through the bottom of it, because this is not a piece of treated wood, it's an interior wood, or made of the same thing an interior piece of wood would be, but it's for the exterior. And first thing it's going to do is rot. So you always want to prime your ends, just like they did. This is a factory piece, and they primed the ends like that. So the bottom where we cut it, for the length we needed, we wanted to prime the end. And that door is sitting in a pan, see? That door is sitting in a pan. And that way any water that goes, looks good, yeah, come on. If any water does get in that thing, it's going to go out and it can't come into the house. That's why you want to put a pan behind the door, always. So if somebody puts your door in, or you put your own door in, you got to build a little aluminum pan, and it's not easy to do without a metal brake. So fit the door in the hole, make sure your reveals look good all the way around. Nail it. Ready to put. this thing was all rotted underneath. Part of the problem is when you put a door together, you got a kick plate right here, and you don't want that kick plate to move every time somebody steps on it. So in order to prevent that from happening, you have to put a board that butts up underneath and nails to the wall, like we're going to do over here. Just like what they didn't do. 1x6, rip it down so it touches the deck and tight to the kick plate. You'll have to prep your door a little bit when you pick it up. Don't buy it at Lowe's, wherever you buy it. And it's got cardboard around it, so you don't pull all them staples out there. Hold that cardboard on. Get it off of there. Got it, bud? Get that cardboard off of there and clean up all them staples. Remember, if you're putting in your own door, this right here has to come off before you put it in, or you won't never be able to get it out. So but you don't want to do that until you're ready to put it in. So that's how it goes. Yes, sir. Nice beat on the inside. I really don't like caulking the outside, to be honest with you. If I can stop the water from getting to there, I feel like I've done it. So if I can keep the caulk off of here and just from the back, that's what I do. What I've done is, you've seen where I flashed and the pan and the peel and seal and everything that we did here. This is the next step. Measure from here to the deck. You can leave yourself 1/8 of an inch. It doesn't have to be dead tight, because you can always push it up tight where it needs to be. That slides in that gap right there that we've made, and it does. Slides nice in there nicely. I've already tried it. Okay, and then now what you have down here is just what they would be on right under the sill, something to step on, so that it's not letting your sill sink down when you stand on the door. Without that, it bends every time somebody walks through the door, because everybody always steps right here on that sill first, bends it down, creates water spots over here where water can leak, and then you have a leak here, you got a leak here, everywhere we have a way the water can get in at the edge of the door, you got a leak. That eliminates that problem. Adding that board underneath. That board goes all the way up tight here. Yeah, before you put that board in, that's why I'm not sticking it in yet. Before you put that in, as Paul's going to be showing you, you want to put some caulk back there. Probably keep it up a little high, because it's not going that high. It's looking good.